Uh, let's shift our focus and discuss something else very, very briefly just before I let you go. Gentlemen, thank you so much for standing by with us. And perhaps we should begin with you, Nia Broishade, because you're a legal practitioner. The Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, and Minister of Justice was in court, and he has said that the move by the federal government to designate bandits as terrorists is following international standards or procedures. And you're practicing law in the United Kingdom. Talk to us from your perspective about this declaration of bandits finally as terrorists.
Thank you very much, Kelly. This is an overdue, something that should have been done long time ago. I don't know why the government is dragging their feet to declare bandits as terrorists. But when we have people in the government that are calling bandits area boys, for instance, the Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, called them on 29th October 2021. He called bandits area boys. This is an organization that should have been declared as terrorists long time ago. Some other people are calling them businessmen. People like Sheikh Gumi calling bandit businessmen and threatening the foundation of Nigeria should they declare them as terrorists. Well, maybe it was the fear that led the government to go to address the court so that somebody, and I salute the courage of the judge, Justice Taiwo, that declare the bandit as terrorists. Bandits is a terrorist organization. The nefarious activity that they are carrying about in Nigeria show that they are terrorists. What does terrorists do? They steal people, they create fear. The aim of a terrorist is not to capture the whole country, but to create fear in the hearts of the people. So the bandits have created fear in the hearts of everybody. And because of that, what they are doing, the raping, the kidnapping, the looting, burning of houses, and all nefarious activities shows that they are terrorists. And government should have declared them so for a long time. But thank God now at least it has been declared. And anyone who associates with terrorists should be declared as terrorists as well. Anybody who advocates for terrorists, anybody who collects ransom for the terrorists and meet them somewhere in the forest should be declared as terrorists. It is not sufficient to declare bandits as terrorists alone, but those who associate themselves, those who glorify bandits, should be declared as terrorists as well. Then the country will know peace. And when we are fighting terrorists, we know who we are fighting, not businessmen, not area boys. We are declaring war against terrorists. Then Nigeria will be able to overcome these terrorist activities of the bandits.
Yes,
thank you.
We will discuss the implementation of this in just a moment. Perhaps we should bring in a member of the All Progressives Congress, Dr. Kelani Mohammed, technocrat, and of course, Director of Media, Presidential Support Committee. Dr. Mohammed, I'm sure this looks good for your party ahead of 2023. Any reason to think that this move was politically motivated, especially the AGF and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, who has come under a lot of criticisms in very recent times?
Oh, this is a great move. But I would like to call Mr. Ni to leave London and come to Nigeria so that we'll put our hands together. Mr. Ni, you come down to Nigeria.
I'm coming there very soon, sir. I'm coming.
Okay, so that we can make Nigeria a great place. You see, they have been attacking the Attorney General. They have been attacking the government on the issue of this insecurity in this country. The government has given all the necessary equipment to the security agencies, the necessary funding. So they have to do the needful. What the court did yesterday, I think, is ever later than never. Because people have been calling all this while that they should be declared as terrorists. But if you go to the dictionary, the literal meaning of terrorism is those people that have ideology, who are equipped to succeed or to destroy or to kill. Terrorism, banditry are those people who carry guns, knives, and then they kill people or they maim them. It has become necessary for the government of the day to declare them. Some people call them Mbindiga or Enter-Ada. Whether you are Enter-Ada or Mbindiga, the time has come because we have lost many innocent souls in this country. And I think the full force of the law and that of the military and security agencies should take its course. You are talking about Gumi. Well, Gumi is saying he's doing his best to see how he can bring all those bandits back to the society. So he said even declaring these bandits as terrorists will not change anything. But we believe in this country, when the government wants to do something and they want to really do it, it will be done. You can see my road now, Abuja to Kaduna Road. Nobody flies it again. And all our borders, we have about 20 outlets, entrances to Nigeria. We would like the government to do something because most of these terrorists that they have been arresting now, they are from Niger and other neighboring countries. So the security agencies must have to step up.
Yes. So unfortunately, we are absolutely pressed for time. Yes. But we are absolutely pressed for time, and we
as
have to
I said,
Dr. Mohammed.
Whether we like it or not,
all right.
That statement they don't like it, but the government is doing its best to make sure that we curtail insurgency and armed banditry in this country.
Well, all right. Thank you so much, Dr. Mohammed. The question to also ask is if the government's best, or the best as done by the government, is good enough for Nigerians. Kinechiko Nnamani in the nation's capital, perhaps in few seconds as well, you can respond to the declaration of bandits finally as terrorists. And I mean, controversial Islamic cleric Ahmed Gumi, Sheikh Ahmed Gumi, again and again is insisting that this will not change anything. Is there any reason for the Nigerian government to be worried by that statement?
I think from if I have to put all these perspectives together, the idea I would like to share is that if you check the real meaning of banditry, like Dr. Mohammed said, banditry does not really, I mean, somehow it's synonym to terrorism if you attach political if you attach politics to it in a certain way. So if you look at the bandits that we have in Nigeria, you realize that bandits are not kept in a certain area of Nigeria, just like we have, for example, the Boko Haram that we say are terrorists. We also have bandits in different aspects on different parts of the country. Now, declaring them terrorists, a terrorist group, it's a good move, but then it's still going to be difficult, because how do you expect to stop the activities of terrorists all around the country? Because if bandits are terrorists, they are all around Nigeria. They are in every single state. I would say that they are even probably even the stronger terrorists that we have in the country at the moment, because every corner of the country has bandits. Now, for the government to call them terrorists, they need to also put into consideration that they have to embrace community policing, because that is the only way to stop this type of terrorism that we have at the moment, carried out by the bandits. Community terrorism is the only way to stop them, not just declaring them as bandits, but federal government alone cannot stop them from the activities that they are that is going on at the moment. Is by making sure that local government actually embraces this particular way of curbing terrorism and the activities of the bandits. So I think naming them a bandit, a terrorist organization is one thing, but stopping the activities is another thing. I mean, saying they are terrorists means you want to deploy the military to attack. Now, the military, how are they going to attack bandits or terrorists when they are all over the country? That means you're looking at deploying the military all around the nation. How do you want to fund that? How do you want to make that possible? So these things are critical things that we also need to have in mind.
Gentlemen, yes. All right. Kenechukwu, I'm afraid that's a good place to anchor our conversation. Gentlemen, I'd like to thank you most kindly for agreeing to speak with Galaxy TV. Perhaps we could put them up on the screen as we get to say our goodbyes tonight. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming up on the program tonight. In the nation's capital, we have been chatting with the CEO Kevas Group, Kenechukwu Nnamani, live for us. Can we have them on the screen, please? And of course, we've also had the APC chieftain, technocrat, national director of media, presidential support committee, Dr. Kelani Mohammed, as well, from the nation's capital. And of course, outside the country, in the United Kingdom, Nii Aborishade also joined us live on the program. Legal practitioner, human rights activist. He's also the president, National Movement for Positive Change. Gentlemen, I'd like to thank you most kindly indeed for your insights, your views, and your perspective tonight on the program.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, so
thank you.
That's a good place.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly.
Thank you, Dr. Mohammed.
Yes, that's a good place to anchor our conversation, gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. This is Firecrackers, and we are back next week as we keep discussing issues of national interest. I am Kelly Egiga. Good evening.